What's up guys, this is Biz and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Bourgeois Deathmatch for Doom 2 on the Ultra Violence difficulty with fast monsters enabled. Yeah, you heard that correctly, we're going to play some deathmatch maps. Not kidding. Actually, this is quite an interesting Megawad, so here is the backstory from what I've gathered. This WAD was released earlier this year in March of 2021 as a set of 30 deathmatch levels by Decay, Doomkid, and Razgriz. Now I haven't done any fragging on these maps myself, but they were nice enough to also ship these maps with a full single player experience as well as co-op mode, which is pretty awesome. These are all vanilla compatible maps, which means that they should run great in any source port that you might be using, and we'll be running these maps under comp level 2 in dsda-doom. How well do deathmatch maps translate over to single player content, you might be wondering? Well, let me just say, I'm pretty damn impressed with what these guys have been able to squeeze out of these deathmatch levels. The levels play out like small little challenge arenas, and mostly they can be finished in under 5 minutes. In fact, it took me like a week and a half to record the whole WAD, so not too bad. The difficulty kind of jumps all over the place, but for the most part I would say it falls firmly in the tough but fair category. Expect a lot of hot starts though. I should also mention that there have been some modifications to the weapons, which I'll briefly go over now instead of having to constantly try to do it during the runs of the levels. So here we go. The pistol has been replaced with the fast shooting rifle that has perfect accuracy. The shotgun and the super shotty both have had some minor changes, such as a rate of fire increase. Say hello to your new best friend, the super chain gun, which sports a brand new skin and also has a boosted fire rate. This thing is awesome. On the melee side, you've got now the Hurricane Fizz, which are pretty damn devastating when you pair them with a Berserk pack. And I will actually be using the Super Chainsaw in this WAD, which is kind of a shocker. Yes, we will be doing chainsaw work with fast monsters. The rocket launcher has received a minor buff as the projectiles now travel faster. Same thing goes for the plasma gun and its projectiles. And the BFG is really the only weapon that's been nerfed. The BFG now takes 80 cells per shot, so you gotta kinda use it wisely in this one. Alright, so now that we have the basics out of the way, let's get into the WAD. Since these maps are so short, we're going to do 3 levels at a time in each video, rather than 32-minute long vids. It's gonna cut down on my uploading time, and you guys get to see more in each video, so hope you don't mind. As usual, technical info on the WAD as well as rules on my UV fast runs will be flashing up at the bottom of the screen. You know the drill. This will be MAP01 Darken, MAP02 Keepsake, and MAP03 Solitary Refinement. Let's do it. Alright guys, Bourgeois, map 1, grab that real gun, let's go. It's a hot start, and let me tell you, getting out of there with 100 health, friggin' rare. Most of the time it's like 20. But we got a nice little safe spot up here at the top of the stairs, so cherish it. There's not going to be many of them in this WAD. Gotta slow play this one. There's 2 chain gunners up on that ledge that'll just rip you apart with no armor. But once they're gone, we can pick up... oh, look out! Woohoo! Pick up the armor and the red key. And now we'll go for some real guns. We got the SSG right here. And also the rocket launcher. Now you can try to rush these at the start of the map with fast monsters. Man, those chain gunners up there and the revenants behind you and even that mancubus on the ground will just shred you. Because again, no armor at the start. It's all good now. We're just cleaning up this area. Fast tempo's kind of dying down now. See the yellow key? You can actually jump to there from the top of those stairs, but it was not consistent for me, so I figured nobody wants to see me miss 3-4 times. So we'll wait. Now the red key gate over there, that's the next area. And let me tell you, I was dying there the most. There's an arch file here that's super annoying with fast monsters enabled. He can zap you from the stairs here. I finally just decided to rush in and hit him with the plasma instead of trying to play peekaboo on the stairs with the rocket launcher. Turned out to be a great decision. Anyways, once he's gone, this area is not too bad. Couple revenants, and you got one Hell Knight here. He's our second to last enemy. Now we do have one secret. We're gonna go for the yellow key, grab the blue chew, grab the number 7. There's a spider mastermind I had to wake up there, but man, let's just hit her with the bug zapper. Ooh, one shot, not bad. Here's the exit, but before we go in there, let me just give you a warning. Cover your ears, or turn your speakers down. Oof. Yeah, that big... That's like every exit in this WAD. They're all death exits with like, I don't know, 30 barrels or something. Anyways, they wound up fixing it later on, so I figured I'd give you a taste of the OG version, but then we're going to switch to the fixed silent exits. Just because I like listening with headphones, and I'm sure you probably do too. But that's map 1, very spicy start. Don't let the difficulty turn you off. These maps are extremely well balanced in my opinion, and they translate great to fast monsters, surprisingly. I'm telling you, these guys squeezed a lot out of some deathmatch maps. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in map 2. Alright, Bourgeois map 2, let's go. A little bit of a hot start here. There's some hit scanners behind you. Now, the Super Chainsaw made a cameo in the first map, and I promise we'll find some meat for it, but let's check out the Super Fists. Oh, hell yeah. With Berserk, these things are super powerful. Fortunately, the hit scanners are bugging me. I would like to punch that last pinky out, but grab the Super Chain Gun and let's just spray. It's so good at hosing down the hordes of hit scanners. I gotta be careful here because we're low health. There's 8%. Ooh, 4%. Ooh, luckily we got that med kit and took a low damage Mancubus fireball. Now, I don't know if you noticed right there. I'm gonna point this out. You actually have to do a little maneuver close to this window to wake up this big group of hit scanners. Otherwise, when we go for the secret, it's gonna be a real problem. And by the way, the secret is on a ledge right outside this window. And very dangerous. But hey, 23% health, let's do it. Ooh, look out! Oh my god. Trust me, that is random. Sometimes you just get smoked when you jump out there. Here's a Hell Knight on his Union break. I have no idea what he was doing. Maybe somebody can explain that. Let's just clear out this pit. The blue key's down here, but you want to make sure you clear because it is booby trapped. And if you're not ready for those 3 chain gunners, it can be nasty. One last little group of skellies here, just some smooth maneuvering. Let's go for that number 7 with fries. We'll hose the cyber down. And then watch this zombie, man. Shing! Oh, never cross the streams. Now how about that no-look fade-away Cyber Demon frag? Ugh, can I get an instant replay on that? And we got the silent exit. Very nice. Yeah, this is a fun map. Really like it. That Cyber Demon placement, perfecto. I mean, he's got such a good line of sight over the map because of all the little windows in between the areas. Very dangerous. Also going for that secret, oh man, you just never know. It's either, if you don't wake up the hit scanners and get them infighting, then they'll probably kill you. When you jump out there, there's always the Cyber Demon, just always a chance he just shoots a rocket and you die. And then getting off that ledge, the Revenant missile's pretty dangerous. So yeah, great map. As you can tell, this WAD, man, Spider Masterminds in the first map, Cyber Demons in the second one. Whew, crazy. Let's go to the next map. Alright guys, map 3, let's go. Alright, gotta get a little infighting here. These Revenants are super annoying. So hopefully Team Walmart there will hit them. Counting on them. Alright, let's go back to see how they did. And of course, like a good Walmart employee, they have failed me. Ooh! Rev rockets! Yeah, that was a fat 80 right there. Let's go, low health hype. 2%. So anyways, I clean these guys up just because they're so annoying. You get trapped in that room there with them and forget it. Luckily there's a med kit here, but that's the only one you're getting for a little bit. Now there is a Megasphere. Ooh, every hit. Yeah, the Megasphere is down that hallway, which is like lined with hit scanners up on the top, and there's imps, and there's this friggin' Arachnotron just trying to screw me over. Just trying to scam this run. It's okay, 5% health. Let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, careful. How risky is this? That's okay. Once that last guy was down, I knew this was the run. That pain elemental there, I would like to kill him, but man, he's just out of place. You see the bars went up over there? Yeah, you're trapped. You're trapped here, and like with an extra 7 or 8 Revenants, man, forget it. I can't dodge all that crap. My skills ain't that good yet, what can you say? No excuses, just is what it is. Now if you want to lower the bars and get out, you can hit that switch over there. I forgot to, so I'm not sure if I'm able to get back here once I leave this room via teleporter. So you better make sure you kill all the enemies in here, and also make sure you grab the blue key. I didn't even realize when I was doing it, but if you can't lower those bars and you miss the blue key, well, you gotta restart. Oh yeah, let's do some devil's work. It's chainsaw time. Look at that super chainsaw go. Our chainsaw's not effective with fast monsters. Shut up. It's just a super chainsaw. It slices, it dices. Ah well, anyways, I was screwing around with the chainsaw. I wanted to show it off. And now it's like Tomato City here. Normally you'd rush up there, that lift because there's a BFG, but yeah, whatever. It's like an afterthought in this level, to be honest. And let's grab the big fracking gun. Here we go. I knew I saved plasma for a reason. Now, if you got low health, you better take this exit gingerly. Because all you have is 3 chain gunners. Oof. And that's map 3. Hope you guys enjoyed the first 3 maps of Bourgeois. I sure did. This map's probably the low point of the first 3, in my opinion, but it's still a good map. I had a lot of fun. And we got to use the chainsaw. How cool is that? And even though I had to do some like some infighting and slow playing it at the beginning, it was worth it for those low health moments, in my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. There's 30 maps in this WAD, so there's going to be a lot of videos. You guys have a good night.